He says, we are pleased to announce the launch of the Avita blockchain PC with Jasmy's blockchain network at Computex Taipei in Taiwan. My parents have been to Taipei, actually. They went there for part of their honeymoon back in 1977. So we are delighted to finally be able to expand globally. Please feel free to contact us for orders and test use cases. And, we're going to pull this up in a second, but look at this. Look at this. Boom. All Avita PCs are blockchain applications ready, right? And you know what? It's like some people, how is Jasmy token needed in this? Well, he says, not yet. The next step is the combined wallet. And here's the key thing. Hara has mentioned this in previous AMAs about this whole concept, right? Like this guy says this is huge. If we were investing in Jasmy, which he is, he looked into Avita and understand why this is major. It's not just Jasmy. It's Jasmy's secure PC solution that's being used by Avita blockchain technology. Yes, but we're also going to get to the point where you got to understand that like all the utility as far as the actual token and all this stuff, it's going to come into full fruition. And I'm glad that Hara, in his own way, is going to get around to mentioning that. But guys, I mean, come on. What's there not to understand that, this is a big moment to say the least. So we're going to jump into this article real quick. All Avita PCs are blockchain applications ready. Be secured is what it says. Be productive anywhere, anytime. So, it says Avita Technologies International Company Limited today announced the launch of the world's first Avita blockchain PC, running on Windows OS platform with the vision of transforming the company into an innovative IT and IoT solution and fintech service provider under the trend of Web3. Blockchain technology, as we know, and cryptocurrency, like it mentions. Avita blockchain PC is designed for the seamless mobile laptop experience to provide a smooth and convenient mobile computing experience, ensuring that users can use their laptops in a secure and comfortable setting anywhere and anytime with the benefits of blockchain technology. I mean, that in itself sounds what? Innovative, like I did on my last deep dive. All Avita laptop models are blockchain applications ready together. And for people who are like, is it going to say Jasmy? Like, my God, just hold your horses, don't panic. Yes, boom, a few times it mentions it. So it says, together with Jasmy secure PC solution for users who demand high security and privacy, Avita blockchain PC is your choice of laptop. Jasmy secure PC solution showcases the capabilities of Avita laptops as blockchain-ready devices. Avita blockchain PC is equipped to perform blockchain-related applications or tasks securely and smoothly. Now, listen to this for just a brief moment. I know I'm reading a lot verbatim, but hear me out. It says, individual software providers supported by Jasmy Incorporated, Jasmy Secure PC Solution, Jasmy, like you see right here. This technology uses cryptography to secure the data. It makes data immutable and unhackable as to eliminate the possibility of data loss. Now, think about this for a moment. Some people are going to say, yeah, right. But if you also understand, there's a difference between the old way of going about things, like, for instance, a Dell computer that doesn't have, like a blockchain PC or some of the security. That is where this provides the supply and demand, if you will. I think there's going to be in the future, here soon, a tremendous amount of supply and demand for these specific PCs, because we do want to eventually jump to the new era of, this concept of Web3. When people mention Web3, I mean, like, I think most people don't really, I guess, understand it. Maybe a lot of us do, because like we're into cryptocurrency, blockchain, understanding the use cases of DLT and so on. But my key thing is, like, would I realistically, if I was a business and we had mass adoption, okay, am I really going to, let's say hypothetically, I own a call center. You're going to try to tell me I'm going to go with the contract at Dell, right? Don't get me wrong. Maybe Dell in the future does, go with blockchain PCs, and maybe it's not necessarily Jasmy. Maybe there'll be another competitor in the future. We have to be real. But you're going to tell me that I'm going to go with, the old traditional approach of just like, dude, you're getting a Dell PC. No, I'm going to go with the new innovative thing that is going to eliminate the possibility of data loss, is going to store, data across multiple nodes in a decentralized network, is going to ensure data is secure, immutable, right? Some of the things that like Gilbert Verdian has basically mentioned. Like it says, it revolutionizes the way we store and manage data. And on top of that, you already have some of these contracts, like look into Transcosmos and so on. Everything is literally written not only on the wall, but in the white paper, for crying out loud, on the pathway forward of what they're trying to accomplish with these computers and so on. I don't really know of, unless I'm missing the boat. Maybe I am. I don't know of any other company that are doing this concept of smart PCs. And in that deep dive I brought you guys in regards to Kunitake Ando, sharing the stage with the one and only Steve Jobs of Apple, where they talk about, they're competitors, but they work together. Okay. Like the way I look at it is Kunitake Ando, he's up there in the age now, right? Like I think he's like 80 or something like that. But you better believe he wants to leave a legacy behind. And there's something to be said about like this itch that needs to be scratched for some of these CEOs, whether it is Kunitake Ando, the Sony pass, whether it is Elon Musk, with like what he was trying to do with PayPal in the past. At any moment's time, Elon Musk could basically come out with an announcement. Let's face it, right? I don't necessarily think it's going to be Dogecoin, but you never know. But it could very well be like XRP. XRP is going to be used as a payment method for like Twitter. That's the next step forward for Twitter holders, if you will. That'd be massive news. I mean, if we saw Floki go up like 120%, like a couple months ago, because he named Floki's new CEO, and then boom, there was a big pump. Or he just simply tweets out about Pepe, and there's a big massive pump. Or was it the other one, Milady, and there's a big pump. You better believe that XRP, for instance, would just fly off the rails, to say the least, because it has a real world use case. Now I know we're talking about Jasmy, but here's the thing. All right, let's jump back to this. We were talking about Web3. Look what was mentioned here for a brief moment. Web3 offers a range of benefits compared to traditional Web 2.0 platforms. I was giving you some examples. It says, due to its decentralized architecture and use of blockchain technology, Web3 is designed to be more secure and resistant to hacking and other security threats. How so? Well, look what it says. Web3 platforms often implement encryption by default for all communications, providing enhanced privacy and confidentiality. The elimination of intermediaries in Web3 can also reduce costs for users and businesses, making information and technology more accessible. Additionally, Web3 provides users with greater control over their data and interactions due to its peer-to-peer architecture. Overall, these technical benefits of Web3 have the potential to transform the way we use and access information on the internet while providing a more secure and private environment for users and their data. Well, how about, for instance, the personal data locker? Like, again, maybe over here in the United States, I should say maybe, it is reality. We don't really value our data. We should be, but we just freely give it away. It kind of makes you wonder about some of the things that we freely have given away. I'm not gonna get into the whole, First Amendment thing, but there's that. There's all sorts of things of like things we just freely give away. In Japan, they're not looking to freely give away their data. If anything, they're looking to preserve it. What kind of value does that basically have? I want to show you guys this brief part before we kick it back in the comments. It says whether, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says whether it is personal or corporate use, protecting the privacy to avoid data leakage is essential. Avita blockchain PC enables you to visualize and optimize your PC's activity and performance, allowing you to stay focused on your task and increase productivity. So it's one thing about like the whole notion of, Jasmy secure PC, personal data lockers, and so on. Okay, that sounds great, right? But you also got to keep in mind, this is an area of the world where they're all about production. They're all about, getting the most done with what you have, right? Well, if you have something that's going to, optimize your activity and performance, allowing you to focus on your tasks and increase productivity, that's a win all the way around, not just for a security point of view. All right. How about this? Let's go further down to this part right here. this right here where it says, where the heck is this? Avita, oh, here it is. Avita blockchain PC leverages the characteristics of blockchain technology to ensure maximum security. This is particularly useful for users who often work remotely. Remember, they put so much emphasis on this whole concept of working remotely, especially due to the pandemic, right? You know, the people of Japan have definitely recognized that. And the need to minimize the chance of data leakage, even with their laptop is not nearby or is lost. Additionally, Avita Blockchain PC provides cost-effective, lightweight remote management tool for IT administrators to keep track of the status of personal PC devices and maintain a smooth digital working environment. Now, here's one of the areas I want you guys to put a little focus on to it. Maybe you haven't watched some of the deep dives, and that's okay, but just know this. There's a company, it's called Transcosmos, and they have a specific contract with Jasmy in regards to having their smart PCs or secure PCs. I call it smart PCs. Secure PCs, at these data centers, or not data centers, call centers all over the place. I work part-time at a data center, so I naturally say that sometimes. So at these call centers all around different Asian countries and so on. How neat is it that with this new product line going international with Jasmy, secure PCs and so on, that contract for these call centers are using this technology. We always talk about like this cryptocurrency or that cryptocurrency. What is the utility and who is using the utility? Well, boom, there you go. Can you imagine? I should say, can you imagine? It's going on as we speak. Like, for instance, years ago, I used to work at Best Western. Their contract, for instance, at their call center here in the Phoenix area was for Dell. And I'm always using the example of Dell. Well, Dell Technologies, or Dell Computers, I should say, that's a big contract to basically have, I imagine, because they're buying in bulk, you buy in bulk, you get all these computers, you supply it to all your workers and so on at the call centers. It's a similar type of thing with Jasmy and Transcosmos. That is absolutely big. And on top of that, to get a testimonial, right, from these call centers or from the people that are working in these call centers using these secure PCs of, you don't want to know something? I have my workers more on task. And we are not wasting time. We are getting things done better. I don't have to pay a team of IT guys to focus all their efforts on, oh God, we had a data leakage or we had a hack and so on. You will eliminate some of these factors and are able to focus at what, guys? The work on hand. Think about how much time, is involved in this. As the saying goes, time is money, but security also equals to saving that time and saving that money. OG Crypto, Max, as far as what I am aware of or from what I've learned, those laptops will be distributed and sold throughout China and Japan to start. I'm not sure the connection to the US at the moment. Well, even if there wasn't a connection with the US, that is big in itself. I mean, that's a lot of people. And those are some big contracts. I mean, here's the thing. Some people may look at like, well, what you mentioned, Max, with Transcosmos, who cares? Who cares? Really? Understand this. If you're a big business and you want to, for one, you want to save money on overhead, why wouldn't you want to understand the whole concept of Jasmy and Transcosmos? If you don't understand the whole thing of Transcosmos, understand this. Transcosmos has been around in Japan, I believe, since 1966. I think it is 66. Like since the Lyndon Baines Johnson administration. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they've been around that long, right? So like, okay, that tells me that they're going to be, they've been around that long. They're still going to be around. All right. So they got that contract going on with, Jasmy. All right. All Jasmy needs is Transcosmos to just blanket some areas on these contracts. Call center after call center after call center after call center. How about this? And I do impersonations. I'm I'm from back in the day where people want to get so darn offended about this stuff. But let's face it, like not a lot of people like the whole idea. This is not this is me being real. I have a lot of friends that are like from India as well, so they think it's funny. They don't get their panties in a bunch, but you know, it's like, we call Dell customer service. You know, you get that guy on the phone. He's just like, "Hello, my name is Chapu. Thank you for calling Dell customer service." And you're like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my computer don't work." I mean, I'm not that guy, but people, have problems. All right. What I need you to do is I need you to restart the computer. All right. How about this? Instead of having that guy, it's literally, like, hello, and thank you for calling Jasmy customer service. We here for your Jasmy secure PC, But where are you calling? You're calling a guy in, I don't know, not necessarily Tokyo, Japan or something like that, or, it could be that region of the world. But the point is, instead of Dell, we're calling a call center that is for, a Vita blockchain PCs, secure PCs, powered by or provided by Jasmy technology. Oh my God. You know how much of a game changer that is? That is a huge game changer. So why everybody's complaining about, like, let's just say everybody, not necessarily us, I think it's a blessing in disguise when it comes to the price. But that's why I decided, like, oh my goodness, like, I got to make Jasmy my priority as far as like putting more money into it. And I did, like, I have 500,000 of these things. My goal is 1 million, right? It's like, I want to eventually set something up like kind of like what Salamander does with his XTC. It's like, maybe not to necessarily that degree, but like by making having 1 million of these things, then yes, like at $1, I mean, shoot, man, you're a millionaire. But for me, it's like, I see the writing on the wall. I think it's going to be worth a lot more than $1. All right. So if I have at least 1 million of these and it goes up to $2.5, 2.5 million, yeah, I probably would take some profits, probably at least keep a bag of it and so on. But I really think that Jasmy is going to be huge.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not yet subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe for more information on the ISO 222 compliant tokens, and hit the notification bell to make sure that you are aware of the new videos when they come up. Max and I cover these ISOs, and we also have a live show every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next video.